Tomorrow is the day of dialogue, a day when students in high school and college are encouraged to have open dialogue about the questions of life and relationships. I care about children, and I would be remiss not to give a questioning youth who is searching to know about relationships the full and balanced perspective. I hope that you will hear what I have to say today in the spirit of dialogue. Milton Friedman once said, a society that puts equality ahead of freedom will end up with neither equality nor freedom. The cultural debate on same-sex relationships has not been one of fair discussion, one where the pros and cons are calmly considered. In the name of equality, such a discussion has been stifled, sidelined, and just plain blocked in what appears to be an effort to sway public opinion. The media, for the most part, has bamboozled us into thinking that having a relationship outside of the boundaries of monogamous heterosexual marriage is positive, happy, and fulfilling. Movies, television shows, articles, and magazines abound with this theme, giving partial information to a vulnerable and impressionable audience, our children. The question is asked, how does a same-sex relationship hurt you? The implication within this question is that one worries that he's going to be hurt physically or emotionally. Of course that won't happen literally, so one is left to feel foolish and shameful. This is not honest communication. Rather, it is a way of jamming the mental circuits so that we do not think of the consequences of a lifestyle that is outside the committed bonds of a one-man, one-woman marriage. Ben Carson, the famous neurosurgeon from Johns Hopkins, was told by his mother that each of us has been given a mind to think with and to solve problems. However, we have chosen to react rather than think. Let's have a fair and balanced conversation. Back to the question, how does same-sex relationship hurt you? This is similar to asking me, how does smoking hurt you? Just as there are multiple ways that your smoking hurts me, such as secondhand smoke, increased insurance cost to society from days lost to poor health, so it is with same-sex relationships. There are health risks that my family incurs because of the increase of sexually transmitted infections that this lifestyle invites. For example, there are more and more medical tests required before giving blood or giving birth. In talking to a young person, I would not want to exclude the fact that there are numerous health problems associated with the homosexual lifestyle. This includes sexually transmitted infections, many of which have negative lifelong consequences, ultimately shortening a lifespan. I would direct a youth to websites such as Facts About Youth, where they can find out more about the psychological consequences of this lifestyle. Clearly, there is another side to this dialogue. It has been said that a civilization will be judged by how it has treated its children. Children bear the brunt of their parents' decisions, so it is they who suffer the most with the breakup of the family. Research reveals over and over that the best environment for children to thrive in and grow is one in which there is a father and a mother committed for life in marriage. They are healthier mentally, physically, and emotionally. If I saw someone going the wrong way on a one-way street, I would make every effort to stop and redirect them. Simply put, it saves lives to have honest communication, not only about the sexually transmitted diseases that shorten lifespans, but also about the deep loneliness that accompanies a life based on youth, beauty, and sex, all temporal things. Bob Bergeron was a happy-go-lucky homosexual therapist who at the peak of his career committed suicide this January. In a note found addressing homosexuality, he said, "It's a lie based on bad information." As G.K. Chesterton said, the Christian ideal has not been tried and found wanting. It has been found difficult and left untried. My viewpoint is one of love, for an almighty God who created you and me and everything around us. He gave his son Jesus to die in my place that I may have eternal life. This is what gives me worth and tells me that what I do matters immensely. Because I am loved and valued, I defer to him on the definition of manhood, womanhood, marriage, and family. History shows that many civilizations have fallen because of not protecting the family as God has prescribed it. Most of you know these things that I tell you are true, but we have been intimidated into not speaking out. We all have a choice. We can stand on the truth, or we can stand on the sidelines. For the sake of our children, I hope you will consider seriously what I've said and stand without hesitation for truth and decide to have honest communication and discussion. Otherwise, we will find ourselves sitting back, hoping that someday, some way, someone will make things right. This is to go on feeding the crocodile, hoping that he will eat you last. But eat you, he will. Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome.